Hi, if you're here, please leave a comment so that I can know that you're here. I just want to start and make sure everything is looking good before people join, and just to avoid any streaming issues. I've not streamed in a very, very long while, so I just want everything to be perfect as much as I can make it so. So please, if you're here, welcome. My name is Jamila Dora, and please leave a comment so that I know that you're watching this. Hi, Aisha Abdullah. Welcome. How are you doing? Thank you for joining. Please share, like this video, and while I let other people in. Hi, Ma. Hi, I just kinda good afternoon, good evening, good evening. It's evening in Nigeria. Welcome. Thank you for joining. I just wanted to give this a head start before people join, and just to make sure that everything is okay. Please, if you can hear me clearly, let me know. If you're seeing me clearly, if the quality is okay, I want to know. I'm using a streaming app. I've never done a streaming app before. Okay, thank you. I'm trying to share, so please share. And I'd like for us to really talk about this topic about the cancel culture and how people have become almost zero empathy. Hey, Sister Barbara, welcome. Welcome. How are you doing? Okay, thank you. Thank you. The stream is supposed to start at 12 on the dot. That is why I actually started ahead of time. So I still have like 10 minutes to have people in. Hi, Sister Linda. Welcome. Sister of Life, thank you. Thank you for joining. I'm still trying to get more people here, and my intention is for it to be 1 hour live stream. And I'm just giving it a head start so that I can get more people on board, and we can just have this conversation and make it very interactive. So please share, let people know, and join us. I really want us to um, talk about the cancel culture and how it has affected the society today. Our inability to just write people off just because of one mistake that we have termed every mistake unforgivable, whether from the religious perspective or even the humanity perspective. So please share, and we'll start in 9 minutes. But how are you all doing? Let me know in the comment section. I am seeing your comments, and I'll respond. And yeah, what are your plans for the weekend before people get in and this conversation gets very serious? I'm still trying to share it here. And please, if you're not following me on Instagram and you're watching this, follow me on my Instagram and subscribe. If you're not subscribed, you cannot leave a comment. So obviously, if you're trying to leave a comment or trying to join in the live chat, you won't be able to do so because you're not subscribed. So please subscribe so that you can join in the conversation. All right, Nancy's good morning. You're just waking up. I had a very eventful Friday morning. I planned this live stream, but the events that led up until this point wasn't quite favorable, but maybe not look like how what we've been through. Basically, Aisha Abdullah, Alhamdulillah, you're doing well. May Allah make it easy for you on your exams, and may you come out with flying colors, and whatever you study, may it stick. Because I know the anxiety of preparing for something, exam or whatever interview, and your nerves get to you, and you begin to forget about everything. So I pray that whatever you study and prepare for, that it all sticks, and make it beneficial knowledge for you. Yeah, so I got agbalumo. Finally, 4 years later, I got agbalumo, and the people that were supposed to drop it off yesterday took it back because in their head they'd rang my bell and I did not open, so they left with it. And I had to go pick it up today. And this is my first time of going to the post office of my city actually. And I never knew that place was so far from where I lived. And the postman was actually laughing at me and he was like, "So you drove all the way?" I was like, "Yeah, I drove all the way. I've never been to that part of my city, and it's actually the city center, and I've never been there." Hi Rukaya, welcome. Thank you for joining. I'm still waiting for people to join, then we start the conversation. Today is I want us to talk about the cancel culture. If you in the social media space, you are, or you're just starting a journey in the social media, or you're even a celebrity. I don't know if I have any celebrities here just yet, but I know we are all on that part of being very notable figures in the society. And we know that there is this cancel culture that has been eating deep into society and taking empathy away from people. So I want us to talk about it. Did we stop giving second chances? Why are people so unwilling to forgive and move on and let people be able to prove themselves worthy of your trust or relationship? I saw the prices of the Agwelma and I was like, oh my goodness, the price is very steep. It's very steep. I haven't taken agwaluma in 4 years. The last time I took agwaluma was exactly 4 years ago. I was about 8 weeks pregnant with my son, and it was the season, and I couldn't help it. I was going crazy. Like I wouldn't eat anything, so I had to get it that time. Ever since, everybody that was coming to America, like, please, can you bring agwaluma for me? They'll be like, no, they wouldn't. So yes, my mom, we cannot even compare ourselves with you, Sister IJ. We cannot. You are a celebrity. You're a celebrity. You're a senior here, so we can't even drag with you. You've lived the life that we all pray to be able to attain at some point in our lives. So, and I'm so happy that you're here because I really want your wisdom. So please, we have 4 minutes, and I'll get started. Yeah, so that was how I had to buy the agbalumo, and yeah, I got it delivered. Yes, I picked it up this morning, and that's what I've been eating. So please share, give this video a thumbs up before you forget and something distracts you and you leave. I've not done live in a very long while. Oh my goodness, it's been like forever. Rukaya, how are you doing? Honestly, Agbalumo causing commotion since 1930. Exactly. It's just one fruit that is so addictive for people that love it. For people that love it. Homefront is fine. The kids are in school. That is why I actually want to just do this for 1 hour before I go get them. I actually forgot to take my daughter's water bottle back to her at school. She forgot it at home, and I promised that I was going to get a bottle of water and drop for her on my way back home. But with what happened with my Gualumo journey, I forgot to take it back to her, and I just drove back home. Yeah. So, and yours? We are fine, Alhamdulillah. Yeah, we are fine. 2 more minutes, and we will start. Before I actually start, how long do you guys keep clothes for? I can't believe I have had this abaya for 7 years. I remember getting it ending of 2015. And yeah, it's not as if I've not been wearing it. It's actually a very colorful one that I only wear it at home. I think I wore it out once, but yeah, I've had it for 7 years. Do you guys keep clothes this long? What happened to you before, Sister Barbara? 1 minute, almost there. Sister Barbara, how are you doing? How are the kids doing? Your niece and your nephew. Wow, something you've had from 2010. Do I have anything from 2010? Even if I do, it would be in Nigeria. Except, of course, jewelries that my dad, um, all my jewelries are from my dad, so I still have most of them. Yeah, so it's officially 12 o'clock, and I'm going to reintroduce myself. Thank you all for joining me today. My name is Jamila Daura. If you do not know, you know. If you want to join in this live chat today, please subscribe and turn on your notifications. Then you can actively participate in the conversation today. Today's video, I decided to do a live stream because I really wanted to connect with each and every one of you differently. We are actually growing. We are at 5,280 subscribers as at this morning. I can't even believe it because just on Tuesday, I was at 5,260 subscribers. So the growth is really becoming very quick, and I'm liking it, and I'm grateful for it that people are finding AADO lifestyle space interesting for them to want to be a part of. So I decided to also do this live stream so that you guys can like see me in my element, no pre-recorded video, and also just be comfortable, do this, talk about it, and hear your perspectives instead of putting a 1 hour long video for you guys. Then we talk about this and it looks like nothing at the end of the day. So yeah, alhamdulillah for the continuous growth. And yeah, so today I wanted us to talk about the canceling the cancel culture. So I want us to cancel the cancel culture. The cancel culture is something that have been in the lifestyle space. You know, if you're popular to an extent, even if you're not popular to an extent, but largely people that are popular are the ones that are taking it really bad from their fans, from the rest of the audience, from people that align with their ideals, or people that do not align with their ideals. You know, when they do something that is wrong, then cancel. You know, if that person is a business owner, if that person has means of livelihood, basically, because once you cancel someone, tendency that every other thing that has to do with that person will get cancelled as well. So I was driving my kids home. No, I went to drop my kids and I was driving myself back home some few days ago, about a week ago, let me say. And I love to listen to the radio every morning. And I was listening to the radio and I heard there is a pope or a Catholic church priest. I don't know if that's the right word. He presides a Catholic church in. Hi, Sister Marina, welcome. He oversees a church in the state in Texas. And you know how is it the baptism that happens when a child is born, and you have to declare in the name of you baptize this child in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, right? So I think the father have been, or the priest, the church priest is Catholic. He's been using we the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. He's been using that word, that phrase, we, instead of I baptize you. He would say, we baptize you. And because of that, he's been doing it for so many years, and all of a sudden people are saying that because he says we or I instead of I, people are saying that all the children or the people he baptized in the past, that it's invalid or something. The man had to come up with official statement of apology and resigned from the position he was occupying because of that mistake. Now, I don't know the depth. If you're Catholic and you know the depth of this, please let me know how much of a mistake he's made for him to have to be for him to leave because people were coming for him, people were saying that he does not deserve the position, blah blah blah, and all that, and not just this isolated issue. Many things have been happening in the media that we read. I actually even brought the video of Messi Aigbe, let's take it back to Nigeria, marrying someone that is practically family friends with her and her ex-husband. There is this girl in the north, Sayeda Sayeda, that has been, this girl have been on this northern space of facing a lot of backlash in the last 3-4 years now. And the recent time is, arresting her, jailing her. We have the likes of what's her name, Rahama Sado, the actress, that the northern movie industry basically cancelled her and, said she can't participate in movies that in movies from the region, basically, except Nollywood. So maybe whatever movie she's going to participate in is either her own production or production of other people, but there are just certain people that have cancelled her because they feel like she is not Muslim enough, she is not northern enough to, she's northern but not Muslim enough, because her lifestyle does not portray the lifestyle of an ideal northern woman. So I just feel like my own perspective is that we need to actually cancel the cancel culture. But I also want to hear from you people what you think what you think of the cancel culture, and have you experienced it? How do we separate? What are those things that would happen to you or would someone do that you feel like they do not deserve your forgiveness? Because basically, cancel culture is promoting for unforgiveness. Like, you cannot forgive someone for doing something this way, whether it was intentional, whether it was unintentional. You cannot associate with them. I know there are lines that you should not draw as human beings, like when we talk about the racism issue, when you talk about taking someone's life, when you talk about what instances can I think of that I think would be unforgivable for people violating human body and all that. But in the realistic view of things, what are those things that you think? Please let me know in the comment section. What are those things that someone will likely do that you feel like they need to be cancelled? They need to be cancelled, like celebrities during the NSAS, all the celebrities that did not come out to say anything, they are cancelled. Just many instances, back home in Nigeria and all over the world, that people are getting cancelled. They are not getting forgiven for their wrongdoings or all those things. Absolutely, too much judgment. We have become very judgmental about every little thing and every aspect of people's lives. You feel like you know someone, but you don't know them. And before they even get the chance to prove themselves to you, just because of something they've done, you cancel them. You say they don't deserve your time. They don't deserve your patronage. They don't deserve our money. They don't deserve this, the black dollar, the this, the that, and everything. So please, I'd like to hear, if you're here, please leave a comment and let's talk about it. And how do we start eliminating or getting rid of the cancel culture? Sincerely, I'm scared for this generation. Social media is doing a lot of things. Absolutely. Social media is doing a lot of things. I mean, I did not even know that cancel culture was a thing till social media, and not even just social, in recent times, because as at the time I joined the use of social media from Facebook, Twitter days, Facebook days, and now Instagram, we have TikTok, we have YouTubing and all that. I did not think that someone can potentially do something, even as, like, say, for instance, I do something wrong today, the entire of Jamila Dora AADO Lifestyle as a brand is cancelled. I know of the lady that she's Igbo and she's based here in the US. She started this pull up for change movement, during the Black Lives Matter, and this lady put her life on the line. She did so much, did so much. And I recently started working in a beauty this thing, and she has her products there, and I hardly ever see anybody come out to buy anything from her. And I feel like that is the cancel culture that is affecting her on the low, because there's this other black brand that people are buying, black owned brand that people are buying and they love, and hers are equally, they are good, her products are good, but people are not buying her products because of what she's done, coming out and speaking for Black Lives Matter, pull up for change, asking brands and all that. And people have low key abandoned her products, are not patronizing her. And every time I go into work and I see her products just collecting dust and all that, and I'm like, oh my goodness, how I wish I know her to tell her that, see, you know what, pull your products out of this place because people are not buying, and I feel like this is what is affecting your product. Like, you can't, it's like a situation of choosing your battle wisely. Should she have not come out to defend the black community or do something for the black community? Should she have kept quiet and not say anything, because it is affecting her, whether she knows or she does not know. I have seen it that it is affecting her, and it's just a very sad thing, honestly. Okay, let me go back to yeah. That is why most people are suffering from mental health problem. Very, very true. Mental health issues is something that we have not even really, we are trying to touch it, but we don't want to touch it the way that we need to. People are still in denial that social media, just like Sister Aija have said, social media is really affecting a lot of people negatively and eating away people's lives, and they don't know. Then when you are in this space where you have to be politically correct, or there is this standard that you have to live up to all the time on social media, that one mistake and you're done for. One mistake and nobody is going to, give you the chance to defend yourself, to protect yourself, to even say your own side of the story. And the next thing, you're isolated, you're on your own, you're struggling on your own. If you have a business, people are not patronizing you. If you have if you live in a small community or small town, state, or whatever, you can't even go out freely, and before you know it, you are lost in your own thoughts, and you're going. Linda said, honestly, I really don't know what to say about the priest. I think my concern for using the pronoun we will be based on the person's sexuality. God is the righteous judge, he sees the intent. Yeah, I think the reason when they talked more about that, the priest issue, I think what everybody was saying, that why would he put himself, like him using the pronoun we is like him attaching himself to the supremacy of God, of the spirit, of the Holy Spirit, and of Christ. Do you get? I think that is what people were saying, that he was putting himself in this amongst the supreme, being supreme as God, as the Holy Spirit, as Christ, and which, I'm a Muslim, and I understand, we have this thing that your actions are judged according to your intentions, So you can't really say that he was saying that because he wants to put himself amongst the supreme nature of God. you know, that might not be his intention. It might just be an oversight. A lot of times when we talk, we say that, okay, I, if you collective now or pronoun, is that how they call it? You can just say things like that, but not necessarily meaning that you're associating yourself, like speaking in the third person style of things. I'm not an English expert, I'm not a linguistic, but I feel like that was what happened to him, because you just say things, but not necessarily in third person and not necessarily meaning it in that way. I truly respect anyone who puts themselves in the front to fight for a cause. It takes a lot. As in, it does take a lot from people. You be ready. There's this lady, she's based in the US, she's Hausa, and we have this Secure North campaign that has been going on. And Auntie Hawa, Barbara, she's been in the forefront of the Secure North thing, and she's actually receiving threat messages. People are threatening her life and the lives of her family. People are telling her to take the step back. People are telling her a lot of things. And honestly, the reason why she feels so powerful and she's able to do all these things that she's doing is because she's in the US. I believe that if she was in Nigeria and she's being in the front like this to fight for the Secure North campaign, they would have cancelled her long time ago, because they'll tell her that, go, it is not in the woman's place to speak up or to be out there and to be campaigning and all that. But she's doing it, and she's gathering all the attention that is required to get that Secure North where it should be. When we look at it now, I can count how many women like her in her age group that are in Nigeria that are doing what she is doing. They can't do it because the culture there in Nigeria is that you cannot just come out like that. The lady that was doing it, what's that AADO lady's name? I mean, we see how they come for her and all that. So yeah, it is really good that we have people that are speaking up for things, and the least we can do as a society is to actually support them, but we don't do that. It is horrible. It is a horrible culture that needs to go. I think celebrities should start getting more comfortable with showing their human sides. When you want to come out perfect all the time, the judgment will be harder. Um, I think you should start. I think celebrities should start getting comfortable with showing their human side. I think they try. We don't just cut them a slack to actually relate with them. They try to be human because it's like, was it Tools, either Tools or this on-air personality lady, she and her friend Bemi. One of them narrated a story of them, of somebody in Lagos coming at them, and she was having a bad day that day. And the person just came at them, and she said she can't even remember anything, and all of a sudden it's on social media. It's on social media. Like, we fans or we individuals that are not celebrities, we don't even think that these people are allowed to be in their own feelings, no matter how they try. Like, if tomorrow and you go out, someone recognizes you and it's a bad day for you, and you react in a way that every normal human being should react, do you know what they are going to come and say? They'll come and say that, I met Marina and I said hello to her and she just looked at me one kind, like she just gave me the corner eye. So that is, I feel like I've come across a few celebrities, but I've honestly never experienced that bad side or say that they shun me, because me myself, I'm a celebrity in my own right. Like, you cannot even tell me anything. There is no amount of personality or aura that is to you that can intimidate me as an individual. So I think, again, there is this part of us, that inferiority complex that comes with it as everyday human being and not in the limelight, that when we meet people like this, when we meet people like this and we feel like automatically we are below them. I'm not below you. You are not. You might be socially more important than I am, but in the realms of life, you're not more important than I am. Your life is not more important than my life. Like, I feel like that is how we should really see things, but it is just hard that we humans as well, when we meet people like this, we just have that inferiority complex and feel like we have to behave some sort of way. We feel like we have to, they also have to behave some sort of way towards us at the same time, before we know it, we are getting offended if they are not yielding with our to our expectations. Our Nigerian celebrities, let me see, let's start to set a realistic expectations. Honestly, that is just it. That is right. Everyone needs that support. No one can stand alone. Our Nigerian celebrities exactly don't try. Sis. They need to appear perfect in the name of packaging. Is exhausting. It is social media. That is what Sister IG was saying. It is social media. Everything has to be a certain way. Everything. And who caused it? I don't think it is what they feel like the people want, you know. It is what they feel like their fans want. It is what is selling. It is what is selling. And it's like an identity they need to create to be able to sell their own market. But at the end of the day, when they are giving you people your expectations, that is, the fans, when they are giving the fans the expectations, the moment they do something wrong, all hell break loose on them. Celebrities do I'm trying to read Sister Barbara's comments. Celebrities do there. It is the people that put them on that pedestal and judge. So at this point, let's just take what we get from them. It is hard on them. Most of them are not happy. No, they are not. I mean, in the last 2-3 weeks, we have three or news of two or three celebrities that lost their lives when, depression, was whose son, the other lady's son that died 2 months ago or a month ago. I mean, it's happening. That's depression. That's the depression that is eating deep. Mental health, like Rokaya said, it is very, very big. And the expectation, the unrealistic expectation that the society puts on them, like what actually defines a celebrity, like besides the popularity, where I don't know where this whole celebrity thing started from, but yeah, Regina King, yeah, when she lost her son, and I mean, him leave us with grammar, apply pressure, who they breathe, all these things serve as the ginger in trying to remain relevant in the social media street. I wish I can actually like bring Sister Linda on this thing, on this, so that she can actually read this comment so that I can understand what she's trying to say. Who who they breed, all these things serve. Is it the all these in things you're talking about, like all these things that become so trendy things? Are you talking about the trendy things that make them want to do all these things? But I mean, the social life is there, the cancel culture. Hi, Aliyah. Welcome. You're not really, really late. You still have 30 minutes to be with us today. So, welcome and thank you for joining. I'm talking about the canceling the cancel culture. I want to hear from, can you all tell me, like, what is that one thing that someone would do that you feel like they should not be forgiven? Like second chances, what are your perspectives on second chances? Let us even take it back there so that we don't even over overflog the celebrity side of things, but in life general, because cancel culture might look like a social thing, like for celebrities, for the popular people in the society, but even within us, like with our family members, with friends, with acquaintances, the moment they do some cancel culture is just the identity now, or the language that they use. I'll cancel this person. Just cancel this person. And but canceling in real sense is totally getting rid of someone's existence. When you or something, the existence of something. If you want to cancel, if you write you want to cancel, you want it to not exist anymore. So let us bring it back to our everyday life. How do you relate to people when they offend you? The What is the most inhumane thing that someone can do to you that you will say that, oh, I'm canceling this person. I don't want to have anything to do with this person. What is it? I want to know. Absolutely, Linda. I had this conversation with someone that felt like humanity is different, religion is different. Like you cannot say that you are humane because of religion makes us human. Do you think that religion has nothing to do with humanity? Because for me, I feel like the essence of humanity, except that we should learn to separate individuality, because I don't think there is any religion that preaches in humanity, right? So, what would you say to that? Because you brought, Linda, you brought up the issue of humanity being an innate thing, and it has to do with God giving, making us humane people, right? So, what do you think that? What's your take on people that think that humanity has nothing to do with religion? Because there are people who don't believe in the existence of God and don't practice any religion as well. Everyone deserves a second chance. So if God Almighty treats us fairly, who are we to not treat others as well? Exactly. That is one thing I try to make people understand. I might distance, if you offend me, I might distance myself from you. I might put a boundary between us and you will feel it, you will know it, right? But that doesn't mean that if I see you winning tomorrow, if I see you succeeding tomorrow, I would be like, you don't deserve to win that in that way. You don't deserve the life that you have, because there are people that feel like once someone has committed a crime, once someone has done something wrong, then um, that is it. That should be the end of their lives. But yeah, if we do not extend mercy to others, we may not like get it when we want some from ourselves. I remembered when this celebrity was cancelled by the likes of Oprah and Tyler Perry. Who was that? I have learned to let go and let God, but still love from a distance. We are all different, so are our actions. That is my that is also a mantra for me. I let go and let God. And a lot of times when I'm even offended by someone's behavior, I would hardly ever have a real reaction, to it. There are things that someone will do, and because of how deeply that hurts, I don't want to give into that feelings. I just keep quiet and let it go and let God um, take care of that situation. And even in that instance, I always try to like ask God to also forgive that person, because it is one thing for someone to offend you, you just let it go and you give it to God. But because we know how God does his things, I don't want to be this is just in my head, I don't want to be the reason why God punishes someone, for hurting, because life things like this, life goes around, it's a cycle, right? So I feel like it is also easier for me to just tell God that, I'm letting you handle this, but regardless, I have forgiven what this person has done to me. So show mercy to this person as well. we also offend people. Yes, we do. We offend a lot. We offend people. I've actually offended the mister this morning. I've actually offended the mister this morning, but yeah, we do. But we have just become very impatient. Also, you know, our heart has become so tight that so cold rather, that we do not feel like we don't give people, we are not kind to people. We are not even kind to ourselves, we are not even kind to ourselves. So I guess that is where to even start from. Crisis is a part of our life. It will come personally or professionally. Absolutely. Absolutely. Praying for that person also helps you get over the hurt. It is not easy, though. It is a bold step. It is not easy. Forgive. See, I always tell people, and this is not me being boastful, I know my tendencies. I know that I have almost like a very strong, unforgiving spirit. But the way I have controlled that, I should go and apologize. The way I have not let that unforgiving side of me not take over my mind and my existence is for me to not even think too much about the things people do to me. I don't know if I'm making sense, but when I'm truly offended, so it is very deep, and it is very hard for me to come out to say that I have forgiven and relate with you, or just cancel you totally, that even your name, the smell of you, anything that you do disgusts me. um it's something that is very big. Forgiveness is something that does not come easily. it and it's understandable. God is the one with forgiveness, but for the peace of one's mind, we should just control our emotions. That would be having that proper emotional intelligence towards things, because a lot of people underestimate the role of emotional intelligence, right? Like, how you react when something happens will set the tone for everything. We are quick to shout, we are quick to start cursing, we are quick to start, picking things out of very minute things. And I always beg God, yeah, I'll be like, yeah, Allah, deafen me to things I have no control over. Make me blind to things I have no control over, and mute me in situations where these are literal prayers that I make like this, because I want to be able to have a very big peace of mind. Peace of mind is everything for me. That is why I take my life very gently and everything. So if I'm not that reactionary towards things, I don't let it, because I know my tendencies. I want to understand someone's points, perspective for doing something a certain way before I say that, oh, you chose to offend me, because you're either being selfish, being wicked, being mean, being all that, or you choose to do things a certain way, just for a reason, make my own excuses that suits me, then further, extending that ability to let go and let God handle things. To forgive is to set a prisoner free, only to discover that you were that prisoner. Absolutely. I have been there. I have been there with that statement for a very long time. Hold on to something that you can't is holding you back, and at the end of the day, you just had to let go so that you yourself can be free. My reaction to an offense depends on my relationship with the person. Yeah, that's That is true, because I know that I also react differently towards families. Even family, there's the grade of family. My parents, my siblings. Now I have kids and I have a husband, so yeah, I would react differently towards them. But once you are taking a step into that extended side of family, there is a limit to how much I can tolerate from you. Whenever I remember the people that hurt me in the past, I always question myself if I have truly forgiven them, because it still hurts me sometimes. But when I remember those that I also offended too, I'm sure you'll be wondering if they have forgiven you, right? And you see, that should be a process for you. That should be telling you something that you need to, if you want that forgiveness from other people, you also try to forgive people, because nobody is perfect. I tell myself that I need to forgive them as much as I wish to be forgiven by others. We all make mistakes, and we deserve a second chance. As I just kind of said, absolutely, that is very true. At my daughter's school, there is these mantras that they have that they go by every day. You know, um, there is this the mistake part that they tell the children all the time to repeat. It is okay to make mistakes. I can learn from my mistakes or something. And the first day I heard her say it, kids, they are very funny. I don't know if she intentionally said that. This was like last year. I don't know if she intentionally said that in my presence so that I will know she did something. And she just went to the dining and she was saying, "Oh, I am persistent," and saying all her school mantras. And the next thing, she got to the mistake part. And when she got to the mistake part, she said it on top of her voice. And I took it as my cue of her telling me that she knows that she's done something wrong, and she knows what she's done wrong, and she's going to learn from it to not do it again. And honestly, since she did that and I learned, I listened to her, and that kind of sat so deep inside of me that if she does something today, instead of me asking or like reacting quickly, "Why did you do that?" Because we parents have that tendency to react unnecessarily towards children. I just calm myself, Jamila, just be quiet and see how she behaves towards what she's done, and see how she's going to you know if she's going to apologize, if she's going to correct herself on her own, and all that. And that is something that they do in her school that I absolutely love. Honestly, if your offense is capable of paying my bills, honestly, if your offense is capable of paying my bills, that is when it bothers me that bad. If you are not an ingredient of joy in my life, I don't care about what you do, wallahi. Yeah, I mean, I understand this part. Like, that is why I said, when it comes to offense and the relationship you have with the people, just like Sister IJ said, um, we will understand how to react. I just like said, I won't react the same way I would react to a total stranger when it comes to, and feel bad about it or be attached to the encounter. I know people that are carrying things, like all these celebrities now, going back to them. The lady that came on social media and started calling tools out years later. Was it tools or maybe one of them years later? This is like 4 5 years later. Or the one that called out another celebrity of something that happened 10 years. Was it Ireti Doyle, Patrick Doyle's wife, of something that happened decades ago? People are deep. People are very, very deep, and holding grievances. No. Kids are a huge blessings to us, are a huge blessing to us. They help in grounding us and teaching us life lessons. God bless them. I mean, honestly, I learned something from her that day. And I think it kind of took me back to seeing things how I grew up, and how our own parents did not give us opportunity to even make mistakes without attributing it to you trying to make them lose something, or deliberately trying to spoil something, break something. Before you know it, you're getting called out, you're getting denied of something. This was how some of us were raised, back home. You can't just make mistakes as a child. And that kind of put fear in some of us minds, that till today, when you're around people, you behave a certain way. You're scared of making mistakes, you're scared of failing, but there is always that lesson. If you're someone that thinks, and you're open-minded, there's always that lesson to take away from the mistakes that you make. Learn from people's mistakes as well, so you avoid it. That is another thing I would say. Like, when we see all these things happening around us, what are we taking from it? What are we learning? Are we just hearing and enjoying the excitement of the news, of the tabloids, and not actually being realistic about other people's experience? Because they happen for a reason. They happen for us um to learn and all that. So yeah, I think so where do we actually go from here? Like, how do what are those values that you think we need to show more of in the society? Not just charity begins at home with our children, because even in schools now, there is the one thing that scares the hell out of me is having my children schooling in this part of the world. The bullying and all those things that they are likely to experience. The higher they go in school, the more responsibility and events are going to begin to happen in their presence. They make mistake, and you have a group of kids saying that, oh, that child is not cool. We cannot associate with that child. Get cancelled and all that. So share with me, because I'm very young in this mommy thing and raising kids thing. What are the values? Linda, how long have you been in the States for, and what is your experience? I want to know, if you have kids and you're training them, or I just want to know what values you use as well, or that you have. And if you're hearing call to prayer, it's time for today is Friday, and it's almost time for prayer. We learn to use our hearts appropriately. Offense will come. Let's make room for people. Number one, that is true. Do unto others what you will want them to do to you. True. Very, very true. In Hausa, we call it uzuri, um, giving people room to actually be themselves around you, just like Linda said, and doing unto others what. I think stop. We should actually cut down on being judgmental, or even get rid of being judgmental totally. Like, why are we so judgmental set of human beings? Any small thing, that person did this because of this. Oh, that person looked at me that way because they don't like me. I know someone that thinks that someone is not capable of doing good on social media, because that person just knows this person on social media, and automatically that person is not capable of doing good. How do we know people's lives so much that we judge them? I don't know. Well, I would still say thank you all for being here today. Please, if you're not following me on Instagram and you're watching this, please follow me on Instagram. Let me see if I can ping my Instagram link here. How much are you guys thinking the call to prayer before YouTube flags this video today? Because one can't predict YouTube's madness, as in. So that is my Instagram handle. Please follow if you're not following. Been here 10 years. One thing I teach my 8-year-old is others others can, but you can't. For so many reasons, God will want him to be exceptional because he watches over him. That is beautiful. Others can, but you can't. True. True. Just because everybody is doing something does not mean you should. Every day when I drop my daughter at school, I bring down my glass. I tell her to come again because I like to always see that, do that to her. You don't know when the last moment is going to be, but for some weird reason and for every crazy thing that is happening in this country, I just always like to have that morning moment with her in her school environment. And I always remind her, be kind. That is one thing I tell her all the time, be kind. And her principal, her vice principals, her teacher, everybody hears me say that I don't just open the door, drop her off, walk away. No, I drop her, I bring down my glass, she comes back to me, I give her a high five, I rub her face, I rub her head, just calm her, give her that touch to calm her down for her day. And because there are times it is rough in the car when we are driving, these children press buttons, and but just to give her that reassurance that whatever it is that happened previously does not mean I'm mad at her. So I just have that moment with her and I remind her, be kind, um, be kind, be respectful, and be happy. Those are the three things I tell her: be kind, be respectful, and be happy. I tell her this all the time, every morning when I go to drop her off at school, give her high fives, rub her head, rub her face, because I want her to feel that love from me first before she goes to school, goes to friends that will start putting ideas into her head of what is cool and what is acceptable, values that are not my own values and shouldn't be her values. So I try to always remind her of those things so that when she goes into her school environment and meet her people, meet her friends and all that, she remembers where she's coming from and, these words from me, thank you, good job, sis, thank you. Rukaya said, learn to stay away from matters you don't relate with or agree with to avoid being judgmental. I know everyone wants to be heard, but you won't die if you don't give an opinion about a topic. Preach that to our African people. Oh my goodness. Jerry's it was when I came to America that I understood the virtue of minding your business. Like we don't have that. We do not have that in Nigeria or in Africa largely. We don't. If anybody has that, it is just an individual thing. But by the virtue of values that we were raised with, in Nigeria, no, we don't have it. Everybody is in everybody's business. You do something, the entire community is the one hearing, passing judgment. There is no that privacy to make mistakes, because once you do, an aunt, an uncle, a neighbor, everybody is going to judge you on that matter. And when I came here, oh my goodness, I learned it from the mister. He was like raised here. He knew that culture and he understood that culture very well. So we would go out and I would see something and I'm itchy to want to say something, and I'll just see him keeping a straight face. In short, when we traveled in December, we had an incident at the hotel we were staying, so we all had to. They had to evacuate us very quickly and everything. And we were standing with this family that the two sons were having an argument, and Ansar, that is 3 years old, And Sar went to, these kids are like 10 and 8 or 11 and 7, siblings. And Ansar went to their middle and he was like, stop, 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 stop. And the boy's mom, and she was like, yeah, tell them, talk to them. And as his dad wants, Ansar's dad wanted to like pull him away. The mom was like, no, he should leave Ansar there to teach these two grown-ups some sense. Like Ansar went there and he was like, stop, stop, stop. They were really having an argument. I'm like, before they slap my son. And that is a typical African thing, aside being a leader, and he knew that something what they were doing was wrong. Like, you shouldn't be fighting with your sibling, as per value that I teach them at home. But siblings fight, siblings quarrel. But for him to just go insert himself in that situation, I feared for him that day. I feared that the boys were going to like get angry and push him away or something, but they weren't even seeing him because they were here and he was here. So they were not seeing him, and poor boy was just like, stop, stop. He was so short in their middle. Yeah, learn to stay away from matters reading. Okay, I've read that. I thoroughly enjoyed this conversation, even though my hands are tied and I couldn't engage my enjoyed listen. Look, yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate your support and I love you. Thank you so much. Barbara's reality. Oh, that's so cute of him to stop them. I bet they learned a lesson, especially coming from a child. It was one embarrassing situation for me. Like, I should be proud that he did that, but I was I was scared. I was scared that they're about to slap my my 3-year-old. He's about to receive a public beating or slap, but the boys they were not even seeing him. Like, they were tall kids, even though they were still like very young, very tall kids. They were here, and my short man was here, and he was just like, stop, stop, stop. And the boy's mom, like, she was enjoying it. She was just laughing. Um, Hi, Sister Twinkle. Thank you for joining. It's okay. It's okay. I've just missed doing live, being here, not to worry about editing these afterwards. Once we are done, we push it out and we are done for the day. But proud parents moment, right? Allah Yamai Albarka. Yes, it was a proud moment, but I missed everything. I was legit scared. I was legit scared that, children can react in ways you don't expect. So I was scared that they would come and, want to push him away, shout at him, scream at him. But honestly, they did not. He just kept on doing his stop, stop, stop till they both stopped their argument and we all went our separate ways. It was hilarious. Like, I did not want to video it. Maybe somebody caught it on camera, but I did not want to like bring out my phone to capture that moment. I was just laughing in my head at the same time, praying that God get this Morat out of this place before they do something to him. Before they do something, because his dad tried to pull him away, but the boy's mom was like, no, leave him there, let him teach these two some senses, and it ended well at the end of the day. Yeah, 5 minutes, and I will wrap this up. But thank you all so much for joining this live, and I really enjoyed having each and every one of you, Sister Barbara, Rukaya, Aliyah, Sister IJ, Linda. Thank you all, and all of you that are watching that are not subscribed. I can see you all. Please still subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Also, check out my website. Okay, she will do that type of thing. Okay, she will do that type of thing. Absolutely. Like, children of this age, oh my goodness, we can't even have an adult argument in their presence. We cannot. They already know. Like, we can't even raise our voices in their presence, and which is, as much as sometimes I just want to scream and scare everybody, and I know sometimes the dad wants to just scream and scare everybody away because of how much they know, and they assimilate things very quickly and they understand emotions very quickly. Oh my goodness, they keep us in check. They do keep us in check with our emotions, our behavior. They keep us grounded. And please check out my website. Let me actually put up my website for you guys. I have started uploading some classes. Check out my website. Offering personalized classes and many things are coming. So please do not forget to do so. It's jamiladora.com. I bought my domain and I'm about to trademark this name. So stay tuned for a lot of announcements coming. Please give us a lot of reminder before the next live and the topic earlier so we get chit chat and invite others. I will. Thank you very much, Sister Linda. Thank you. Hi, happiness. Welcome. How are you doing? How is France? I hope you're doing well. I don't want to keep you guys here for too long, so like we'll actually be rounding up in 7 minutes, but I really enjoyed this conversation. Cancel culture. Let's start working individually on ourselves. It's not just a celebrity thing. It's something that happens in our everyday lives as individuals. Our ability to quickly write things off, write people off just for mistakes that they probably had no control over. And even if they do or they did have control over, it is in human nature to do things certain way. We don't control ourselves, we don't own ourselves, so let's be kind to people, and let's be kinder to ourselves, because when you see hate in everything people do, when you don't give people room to be themselves around you, it says more about you than actually the person. Be a reflection of good background, be a reflection of strong values and morals, and let people be. Hi, Saidia Kabir. Thank you so much for joining. Unfortunately, we are about to round up. And yeah, okay, have a blessed weekend. Thank you, Linda. Thank you. Have a blessed weekend yourself, and take care of your kids, and rest well. Oh, how are you doing, Saidia? We just had a conversation on cancel culture, canceling the cancel culture, and being able to show more humanity, and being more accommodating of people when they do things to us or when they do things to the society. I always say that do not offend the people of the me. I never offend the people of the internet, because the people of the internet are very, very powerful. They can unfortunately make or unmake you, in to an extent that will affect that will largely affect your life, your existence, your business, your family, everything about you. So that is basically what we've been talking about. And please, if you are not subscribed to my channel, do so. If you tried to comment and you couldn't, it's because you're not subscribed to my channel. So please subscribe so that you can join in the live chat next time. And follow me on Instagram, adulifestyle_. Check out my website, jamiladora.com. I have a lot of things brewing on that website. I also do have blog posts. And what do I do? Again, I am uploading some classes. I'm going to start some classes very soon. So if you want to, the classes would be on YouTube, content ideation, facial and makeup classes, just one-on-one classes for everyday life. So check it out, and reach out to me if you have any questions. Yes, Sister IJ. Yeah, people of the internet, they are very powerful. Thank you all very much. And yeah, if you have any questions about my website, if you're checking it out now and you're seeing something, let me know. I still have 4 minutes to quickly answer questions, or let's just check. Rukaya, what happened to your channel? You really need to come back. I was enjoying everything about your videos, like the few ones you posted, and you just left us like that and proceeded to doing Instagram vlogs. So yeah, all right then. See you next time. Thank you. And don't forget to thumbs up as you go. Thank you. I'm actually using a stream app. I was trying to pin a comment, but it is not pinning. This long story, send me message. We need to talk about it, honestly. We need to talk about it. Marina, no problem. I know you're working. I know. I just was using this as an excuse to not have to edit a video for today. Not that I don't have a video. I do actually have a video for today, but I decided to just do a live stream. I have missed this part of content creation on YouTube. I actually have a channel, Jamila Dora channel. Let me share it with you guys to see. That one is for, I'm calling it Point Blank with Jamila Dora. I'm waiting for this channel to hit 6,000 subscribers before I get rolling on that one. But please, you can actually go follow it before then. It's all set up already. This is going to be like a weekly live stream only channel. All we do is live stream and talk about social issues like this. This is the name of the channel, so you check it out. It's basically Point Blank with Jamila Dora. Point Blank period with Jamila Dora. I've just been waiting for this channel for AADO Lifestyle to get to 6,000 subscribers. Then I start that one full force. So that is it for this live stream today. So once again, thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed this conversation today and you have learned something, take away something. And yeah, let me know if you want to see more of contents like this before Jamila Dora channel actually rolls out full force. Oh, it is there. Do you know what? Just scroll down because it's a very new channel. You have to like keep scrolling. It's lost in the midst of AADO lifestyle content, because even when I go on YouTube to search for it, all I see is my AADO lifestyle videos. My AADO lifestyle videos. And yeah, yes, Marina, let's do our collab. When I see, I'll send you a message after this so that we put a date and do this baby girl life journey. Here we go. I'll be here we come. Let me know when you can do it. So I'll be ending this here, and thank you all so much. Thumbs up. See you in my next video on Sunday. Khairia's vlog is coming on Sunday. Her lifestyle vlog is coming on Sunday, so stay tuned for that. Bye and stay blessed.